Okay, this is more special function help for the control test on August 25th. And we just did a line in the parabola in the first video. And now we're going to look at exponential and hyperbola and one question in the second video. Say you had, I did this on GeoGebra, but I've given a lot of stuff here. I've given that you're looking at an asymptote for the exponential equation, which is G, and the hyperbola, which is F. The line y equals -2 is given in the picture. This line here is at 1. So x equals 1 is the axis of symmetry of the hyperbola here. Okay, and that x-intercept is 1 for the exponential equation. And I think it's -1 is the y-intercept. I'm going to write it in there. I can see it from the graph. Say all that was given. Well, it's pretty easy. If you get, let's do the exponential equation first. Well, I don't know what this b is, but right away, this is the airport that the exponential thing takes off from. So I know that that's -2. That is y equals q. In fact, it's the same for the hyperbola. So I'm going to write that down, x minus p here. I'm going to write down, I know it's -2. So look, I've got part of the equations of both the exponential and the hyperbola right away. I've got it figured out. Now, all I have to do to find a y-intercept is let x equals 0. X equals 0. And if I do that, b to the 0 is 1. And 1 minus 2 means y equals -1. Well, that kind of makes sense of that. That kind of makes sense of that. So we know that would be the y-intercept, -1. We could figure it out that way. So I know the y-intercept of the exponential equation is y equals -1. But say we were asked, okay, can you figure out what b is? Can you show by calculation what? Well, it's just a matter of substituting in a point. If you substitute in the point 0, x is 1, and y is 0, let's see what happens. I know that it goes through 1 and 0, so I'm going to put in y is 0, but x is 1. Oh, look at this. B to the 1, b to the 1, I just add 2, that equals 2. So look, I showed that b is 2. This whole equation must be y equals 2 to the x minus 2. There's the exponential one, all done, all done. The exponential one finished. I'll pause the video and take a look at what's there, because now I'm going to do quickly the hyperbola one. Again, I said, I know it's y equals. Now you're given two things, the opposite of this number and this number exactly. It says y equals -2. That's what goes in there. So I can write a over x. Oh, it says x equals 1. So that's your x equals p. It's the opposite of +1, and then -2. Look, I just wrote out the equation of the hyperbola. The only thing I'm missing is I'm missing a. I'm missing a. But I think I've got, can I use this point here? Can I use x is 2 and y is 0 and then solve and get a? Well, let's try it. I know there's a point right here. X is 2. So I put in 2. -2 like that. And I go, oh, a 2 minus 1 is 1. That's just a minus 2. Look, I've shown that a, well, that equals 0. That's pretty messy. Get that out of there. Okay, I know that's 0. I just add 2, and I get a equals 2. Now, look, I have just figured out and demonstrated by calculation that the equation of the hyperbola must be 2 over x minus 2 minus 2. So going backwards from looking at the picture, I really have to understand it. There's the vertical asymptote, the opposite x equals 1. The horizontal asymptote, y equals -2. And there you go. You got the whole thing with the hyperbola. And I showed my calculation that it's true. I think that's a good exercise for the exponential and the hyperbola. Pause the video and really take a look at it. And I hope that helps. You'll do way better if you understand these last two videos on parabola line and exponential and hyperbola. I hope it helps.